Tip Your Waitress is basically a comedic action short film that starts to take place in a diner and then ends up in a warehouse in the middle of nowhere with the underground fight club. What I tried to do with this short is I tried to make it comedic but not corny, but at the same time have a serious side to it. So with both scenes, the diner and the warehouse, I tried to have a comedic element. And so for the diner, it was the co-worker named Ethel, who was just visually super, just stereotype of the opposite of what Anne, our main character waitress, is, where she wears heels to work and she dresses like
the French manicure, the sort of like just doing it up in day-to-day life,
Gonna meet her next husband.
Yeah.
Next husband there, who's gonna be super rich. That was the comedic element, and then the other one was a serious element of these guys. They're mean, they're rowdy, they're disrespectful, they come in, they make a mess of everything, just leave. And then the warehouse scene, the same thing. I wanted to make sure that it was such a serious scene. I mean, you start the scene off with like a man just getting his face beaten in by our main character Seamus, just ruthlessly with no moral recall at all.
None whatsoever.
But then I wanted to add the bookie character, which Arlo plays, and he's the eye patch guy that adds the comedic visual for that too. We reached out to Aaron Alexander and we're like, hey, would you help us with this? And he was like, yeah! So he brought along a lot of his other fight stunt guys in on it, and then also on top of everything, the only person that I could ever picture for the role was Elizabeth Maxwell.
Yeah, our good friend Elizabeth Maxwell.
She is like that personality. I mean, she's a great actress, but like she also embodies everything that I wanted for the character. So it wasn't much work for her to get into character for that, for sure.
Take one.
For Elizabeth.
Quite frankly, tired of these overly aggressive female roles.
Yeah. It just made me think, man, they always have girls with these stone faces, just like kicking butt, No girls that are like, oh. So then I came up with the idea of, I would love to do a short.
A girl that had a lot of personality built into her character on a very visceral level, as opposed to having a lot of dialogue that set up character development, doing a lot through visual indicators and showing that she is very soft in nature as opposed to this hardened, tough warrior woman, sort of an everyday Jane. The most obvious job role that happens to is with a waitress in some sort of restaurant, somebody who deals in the service industry, who has gotten stiffed, who has gotten sort of downtrodden, and just quite frankly gets sick of it and decides to do something about it.
And snaps.
Yeah, and it's very not her character, and the whole diner sequence is setting up that this isn't her go-to. This isn't who she is. She's really just had enough, and this just happens to be the group that sets that in motion.
Like that.